What's up, everybody? It's Friday evening, so you know what's going on. On Friday evening, we have another event, and I am actually glad that we're going to have this event this evening because there were some issues with the format of the tournament that we're about to have. Well, actually, the initial tournament was supposed to be a a 3v3 tournament, but unfortunately, there were some issues here and there. Some people couldn't make it, and it's actually pretty difficult to organize this type of tournament because if one player drops out, then it's kind of hard to replace him. And for example, some people would not necessarily prefer having a different teammate than the original ones, right? So in the light of the recent events, we switched to a pretty classic format, which is a double elimination tournament. A type of competition that has been pretty popular so far. People have enjoyed playing in double elimination specifically because they get the second chance if they lose one fight. And I've organized a couple of double eliminations so far. Never a sharp tournament though. We had Wooden Source tournament, we had HEMA tournament, we had Saber tournament as well, random tournament as well, but I've never organized a double elimination like a standard double elimination. All the tournaments that I've organized with this format have had the different um, I don't know, a different style, yeah. Okay, so first of all, let's quickly introduce the players that we have in this tournament. So first of all, this is not the final shuffle. This is how people signed up. We're going to shuffle the numbers, shuffle the players immediately. So we have Oakenlix first. Oakenlix is a veteran, a pretty active fighter recently, and he's always in the close to the finals, or if not in the final. And definitely a very dangerous guy to fight against. He's a champion on the server, and in my opinion, he can go even further than that. Then we have Excoliosis, another guy that has been pretty active recently. Has participated to a couple of tournaments, got some good wins. He's still pretty new on the server, but he uses Marta, and Marta recently got a buff. And pay attention, folks, because Marta is not the same. Marta is really not the same that she was. She was a little bit of a meme. Everybody was laughing at her being the weakest. She's I wouldn't say one of the strongest, but she's pretty strong right now. So Excoliosis will definitely have some success with her. Then we have Maestro. Maestro has recently won a tournament using Father Zera, which is pretty impressive because he doesn't play Father Zera. And he got the title of a Grandmaster. Congratulations, Maestro! You definitely deserve it. I really hope that I will get to that title one day. Then we have Eve, a master on the server, another pretty active guy, and one of the veterans. I'm sure he's here because he wants to get closer to that senior master title. Then there's myself. I'm a senior master on the server. I really hope to get to Grandmaster. I'm at 8 titles right now, so maybe a win tonight is going to get me closer to that. Then we have Zero, a guy who's actually very close to Master title if he wins tonight. Wrath. Wrath is a sort of newish player on the server, but he has been pretty active. He has participated to almost all competitions, and he had some really good wins and some really good performances, but he's still waiting for that breakthrough type of performance. Then we have Subutai, one of our mods, and probably one of the most known guys on the server. He's also a senior master. Looking forward to get closer to Grandmaster. Definitely one of the most dangerous guys in the tournament and one of the favorites to win the tournament. Then we have Carlos. Carlos is a little bit of a dark horse. He He hasn't got his first championship title, but he is a challenger on the server, and he has had some great performances so far. And and then we have Ezekiel, another guy that has been competing on and off in tournaments. He had some great performances here and there, but again, he's waiting for his breakthrough. So we have new players, we have old players, we have somewhat active, like very active players as well. So it's definitely going to be a very tough tournament. I am sure that none of these guys will go into this tournament and think, oh, I'm gonna win this tournament. You know, it's very difficult. It's one of those tournaments that maybe you win, or maybe you're gonna get eliminated in the first round, something like that. So I am definitely taking every opponent seriously, and we'll see what happens after. So yeah, actually today when I asked for a shuffle number, because it was supposed to be for the teams, Subutai said 5, so we're going to keep exactly the same number. We're going to shuffle the seeds 5 times. And by the way, Subutai is going to join me this evening for commentary, so I'm very glad to have him with me. So let's go ahead. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and everybody's nervous. 5. Let's see. All right, so we have Ezekiel versus Eve. The winner is going to face Scoliosis. Then we have Carlos and Maestro, Subutai. Then we have Wrath and Zero Null. And then I'm going to start against Oak. So at least for me, it's a very tough. But you know, what did I expect? Like, all the guys here are pretty difficult to face. So yeah. So I'm gonna face Oak, and then the winner is gonna face Subutai, and then the winner is gonna face Wrath or Zero Null, and the winner is gonna face, you know, one of these guys. So only tough matches. Only tough matches. So yeah, you know, iron sharpens iron, so we gotta be ready. All right. So let's go ahead and get ready for the actual tournament. 1 second here. What am I doing? Okay, good. So we're gonna have early rounds here. We're gonna do 2 rounds of winners bracket, and then 2 rounds of losers bracket, and then so on. That's how it works. First match is gonna be Ezekiel versus Eve.
Hello.
Hey there. How are you today?
Doing good. Got warmed up earlier today.
Oh, you're in luck, because I didn't get the chance to play in the last 2 days, and I'm a little bit a little bit afraid, because it's actually pretty important to be warmed up in these tournaments. I also felt it last time, because I also didn't get the chance to play in the Saber tournament, and in the first fights that I had with Wrath, there were so many moments that I felt like I didn't have control on what I was doing. So that was because of lack of warm up. So, and also starting against Oak is not the best guy to warm up with. Yeah.
100%, yeah. His distance management is flawless.
Yeah, he's definitely a tough guy, but you know, we have to do what we must do. All right. First match is going to be Ezekiel versus Eve. I'm pretty curious to see Ezekiel. As far as I remember, he's playing Samuel recently, right? If I'm not mistaken. I think he participated to some of those HEMA tournaments that I organized as Samuel. So it's probably it could be a problem for Eve with Eve's Barabash, because I would say Samuel has some advantages in that fight, and of course Barabash has some advantages as well, you know, like speed and stuff. But yeah, all right, let's send him a link.
Yeah, Eve definitely struggles to find those angles in that matchup, so it'll be interesting to see what he tries to do here.
Um, Is he is he gonna be here? Let's see. Yeah, Eve is actually supposed to be first. So Eve, are you ready to go? He's ready. All right. Good. That was pretty fast. I usually take a lot more than that. You know, checking the phone and everything. Yeah. All right. So Ezekiel.
Yeah, I guess Eve is like me then. I'm pretty quick as well.
That's good. That's pretty good. You have good stomachs. Yeah. Slight echoing. I think it's your, might be, I don't know, maybe you're listening to something or. Alright.
Yeah, probably if Venator's not getting it.
Alright, you are here. I always forget whose keyboard and everything, but I guess we're fine. Alright, so first of all, let me change it to 7. So a reminder to all players, it's a best of 2. We play to 7 flags, and remember, you have to score more flags in the 2 matches than your opponent. And if the winning flag is scored, then we stop the match. So please don't be confused or when we stop the match. So again, I'm going to give you a quick example. Let's say one of you wins 7-0 and then you score 1 flag in the next match. It's obvious that the other person can beat you with 7-1 maximum, which means that they don't have the possibility to win anymore. So the fight ends there. I know it's not very comfortable, because we end the match earlier, but we need to save time, especially in these double eliminations. And yeah, hopefully there are not going to be any problems. All right. We have everybody here. Ezekiel is going to start on the left, and Eve is going to be on the right.
Yeah, Cool was cheering for Koala, but unfortunately Koala is not able to make it. So
Yeah, he's busy rigging the tournament. You know the drill. All right, Eve is not selecting. Oh, there he is. So do you think we can get a tournament without technical issues? Do you think it's possible? Maybe today.
I've come close before, but I don't know, man.
I mean, we have a lot of people in this tournament that usually don't have any problems, and
True, yeah.
they participated multiple times on my host, so hopefully it's gonna be fine. All right,
Yeah.
let's start. So here's the first set. Eve is very aware of what Samuel's defense can be like because of those spars with Koala. We've all seen them.
Yep.
So he's definitely going to take his time here, going to find an opening, maybe even play counter-striking. Yeah, and that's exactly what he does. I do feel that Barabash is a counter-striker. I mean, he's definitely not, it definitely doesn't have the moveset to penetrate or to overwhelm his opponent, so that's the game that Eve wants to play here.
Yeah, we can see that there. He's trying to
bait.
knife
Oh,
the hand.
beautiful. That's a beautiful move. I think that's probably Barabash's best move. The forward B attack. Pretty fast. Has pretty good range.
Yeah, hits really hard.
Oh, there you go.
Again.
Third flag. Good start.
Yeah, it seems like if he can get in the pocket there and then do the upward cut, he gets right past the guard. Yeah. So distance management here will be key. Ezekiel throwing a bunch of cuts and then gets hit.
Beautiful side step. 4-0 now to Eva. Pretty good advantage, and this may end pretty quickly. Tries again with the uppercut. Doesn't work.
Yeah. Eve seems a bit calmer here. Ezekiel's throwing a bunch of cuts out of range. There's a double.
I think it's pretty normal. Like when you get a pretty significant advantage, you start to calm down and think a lot more rationally. No flags for Ezekiel yet, but he got a couple of doubles, so that can also help a little bit.
Yeah. Psychologically, at least you're making something happen then,
Yeah,
instead of just getting killed.
I do remember when I was at the beginning of my, you know, was playing against other players. For me, it was a win to get a double with a very experienced player. It gave me confidence whenever I got a double because I felt like, oh, I
Yeah.
got a double now. Maybe I can get one of these flags later. So who knows?
Yeah. For sure.
Oh, that was beautiful
Nice.
interception. So here's the first flag. It's now 5-1. Good lead for Eve, but it's definitely not over yet. There's still a lot
For
to play
sure.
for.
Ezekiel seems to like moving in short bursts instead of doing combinations, which is interesting.
Again, he's trying that side step a lot, but he gets punished every time. 6-1 now. That's a pretty significant advantage. And Wrath, sorry, Ezekiel needs some. Oh, beautiful Russian. He needs some flags here. I don't know if he's able
Uh-huh.
to win, but he needs some flags here in order to do something in the next fight. There you
For
go.
sure. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah.
7-2. It's 7-2 for Eve, which means that Ezekiel now needs to win at least 7-2 or 7-1 in order to. So 7-2 for a tiebreak or 7-1 to win the fight.
Yeah. It's a very good spot to be in.
Yeah, and I think this also leads to opportunities. For example, when you have this advantage, maybe also leads to opportunities to try other characters if you feel confident enough. All right, just one
Yeah.
second, boys. We're just gonna switch the names here. Sorry for pausing. Eve needs only 3 flags here in order
Yeah.
to win. And also, if Ezekiel loses, reminder that this is a double elimination, which means that he gets a second chance.
Yeah. It's interesting that Ezekiel likes these snap cuts that are really safe. It's funny, they are fast, but at the same time you kind of commit to it because you're not doing a flowy combination like he does with his bigger cuts. And I think he's getting punished for that at times, especially when he does it out of range.
Oh, beautiful side step. First flag for Eve. Yeah, I totally see that. He's trying those small attacks. They do small damage. Oh, beautiful. Caught him on the entry there. 1-1. You've probably tried to be a little more aggressive there. Paid for it. Oh, goes with a
Keeping Eve at bay.
2 points, a 2-hit combo, but he gets countered. Oh, I thought that Ezekiel got that one, but he got countered
Yeah.
before. 2-1. And now Ezekiel has to be perfect in order to push this into a tiebreak. Eve needs only 1 more flag in order to win.
He has to watch those cuts out of range. Good thrust, though, after those cuts.
And that's it.
There it is.
And that's it. So Eve wins the first match, and he goes to the second round. Let's see, 10-3, I believe. Yes. Yeah, and Ezekiel is going to be in the losers bracket, and Eve is going to face Excoliosis in the next round. All right, now it's my turn. I'm gonna face Oak. Definitely gonna be a tough fight. We'll see if he goes with Laszlo or with Kalkstein. He has been playing Laszlo recently a lot, but who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he said he switched to Laszlo earlier exclusively, so that would be my guess.
Yeah, well, we're about to see. There you go. he's connecting.
Yeah, I'm not fighting yet there, cool, but thank you for the support. I appreciate it.
All right, I start on the left.
Alright, let's see what Professor Oak has up his sleeve. Oh, that's interesting. You got something to do with parsec sound settings then. We'll fix that later. For now, let's focus on the fight. Good hit to the head by Oaken there. It's a very classic move of Laszlo, especially if those against those thrusts or sometimes incoming cuts too. It's a very quick cut to do after a post, and it hits your opening. But Venator immediately gets another point, so it's 1-1. Yeah, I know what you mean. Alright, Venator's got another point there. Fortunately, a bit of lag in my end, a little hard to interpret what happened. Okay, a trade, Venator wins the uppercut. Hopefully that'll subside. Yeah, it subsided. Alright. Okay, there's a trade. Laszlo hits really hard, and I was actually experimenting with him a little bit, and he seems really fast. So. Yeah, definitely a very solid character. You know, if I were to pick a saber to fight Isabella, Laszlo would be up there. Besides my main, of course, Alexander. And I just say that because that's the one I'm experienced with. But Venator's getting an early lead here. He's going with a counter-striking approach, I would say. Oaken has to be careful with the distance management. And his stamina, in fact. He's getting tired. Yeah, unfortunately too far away. He was doing good with that lunging attack, though, I have to say. Unable to really land it here. The thrust followed up with a cut. It was actually more of a push cut, but it still stunned him. Yeah, a lot of people find Alexander hard to use, though, but yeah, he's definitely up there. He has reach, he hits pretty hard, you know. He's got some tools, for sure, if you use them right. Oh, those thrusts. Fortunately, Laszlo has trouble blocking them at times.
Alright, good
Yeah,
fight.
that's true.
7-3. Let's change the...
Yeah, it's like you gotta get used to his footwork even without delay, and then there's getting used to it when you have delay. But it's doable.
Alright, so I would need 4 flags in the second fight.
Alright, Oak sticks with his pick here. Vineyard's in the chat now. Good to see you.
He came to root for me.
Nice sidestep by Oak. Perfectly timed. That thrust opened Venator right up and allowed him to sidestep. Ooh. Oak tries to make something happen there. I think he was too far. And Venator was ready with his counter-striking. upward cut, catching Oaken as he tries to come in, perfectly timed. There's a bit of a slow move, it looked like. I'm not very familiar with Laszlo, but... Oh, is that an upward false edge cut or something? That's what it looked like. Good kill. Even fight, but unfortunately Oaken cannot afford to just fight evenly. He'd get a lead. Yeah, definitely tough here. Oh, what was... Okay.
I don't know what happened. Something happened.
I think he deserved it anyway, but... Oh, man. Lunge. Very dangerous. Forces a double. But it's good at getting at her openings, so I think it was a decent idea. Well, the thrust. And Venator's good at following it up.
Yep, and that's it. Alright, so that was a really good fight. GG Oak. We're gonna meet again in the next round. Oak is in the loser's bracket, so he still has a chance to come back. Final score is 11-6. Good fight. Alright. Okay, let's move to round 2. So Eve has just fought, so we're gonna move to Carlos versus Maestro. Oh, another banger there. Only bangers in this tournament.
100%, yeah.
So Carlos and Maestro. I'm curious if Maestro is going to use Zera again. Well, he had a lot of success with him in the last tournament, so
Yeah.
could be.
Yeah, I will say, Zera seems like a really good counter to Kalkstein, actually, so that might be a really good pick.
Alright, Carlos is here.
I mean, on paper, Kalkstein has one of the better chances of stopping Zera's attacks, but I think he's a bit slow to riposte after them, so Zera can kind of keep up the pressure on him.
Also, Kalkstein has a pretty deceptive reach. Like, you look at his sword and you think, oh, it's not a long sword. Yeah?
Yeah.
But his body position and his attacks are usually lunging in a lot, so they have a lot of range. And I noticed that, for example, whenever I spar somebody using Isabella, I feel that that Kalkstein has almost the same reach as I do. So whatever I can reach him, he can reach me back. So something like that. All right, Maestro now.
Yeah, that's a good point as well, for sure.
Here we go. I think we're connected. Yep. Carlos is just one of those guys that is really tough to beat. So it's never win or lose. It's never a breeze. It's always difficult to beat him. All right, Carlos left, Maestro right.
Yeah, can confirm from experience. Oh yeah, great for Zera.
Carlos
Isabella,
goes with
though,
Isabella.
that's a good pick.
I don't know what to say. Because there's a specific way of playing with Isabella against Zera. So we're about to see if Carlos knows how to do that.
Oof.
Otherwise, it's going to be a pretty long night.
Uh-oh.
False flag.
Yeah, and that thrust works well against another Isabella, but I don't think it works well against Zera.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful. I tried fighting Zera AI in training, and I found out that there are so few attacks that work against him. So it's a pretty selective number of attacks or strategies, I would say. Yeah, see, this is one of them that doesn't work, unfortunately. All right,
Yeah,
3-0 here.
yeah, Maestro's all about countering too, so that definitely helps him as well. Zera has lots of options with that.
I do understand Carlos's pick because you know Isabella's probably on par with Zero when it comes to strength, but oh, that was a beautiful sidestep. Beautiful sidestep. There's something that Warden told me a while ago is that when you pick your main or a character that you're very good with, you can be a lot more focused on what the opponent is doing. But when you pick a character that you're not very familiar with, you're going to be more focused on what you're doing instead of oh, maybe some lag there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So that's why even though maybe you pick a character that could be a little bit better, it can backfire a little bit if you focus too much on what you're doing. All right, looks like
Yeah.
Carlos has lost control, I believe. Let me have a look.
Yeah, I definitely found that against Warden, I think, of Isabella, and recently in spars too. I'm definitely slower with Isabella than I am with Alexander for that very reason.
My PC decided to crash. Okay, no worries. We can wait. Wait for you. What was the score? 5-1. Okay,
Yeah, 5-1.
5-1. All right, take your time and we can continue the conversation. So yeah, so that's what he told me about using characters in general. And I tend to agree. You know, maybe there are some situations where you can I picked this guy and you know you're just like carefree and because you don't have any pressure and you just use him and you do well. But it's very hard to use a character consistently well that you're
Mm.
not used to.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
I can say, for example, for me is Alex. Like every now and then I can pull off a win. I can do very well with him, but I really don't play him. And if I were to use him in a tournament, I would probably get my ass kicked. You know, because
Yeah,
I'm not used to him. I'm not used to the matchups as well. But
yeah,
then again, going back to Carlos, Carlos actually has a little bit of experience with Isabella. He has been using her a couple of times in tournament. I've seen him getting some performances with her, so he definitely probably tried to maybe try to see how it's going to go in this first set, and if things don't go well, maybe he is going to go back to his main, something like that. All right. Gonna share a link here for Carlos in case he comes back. Let's see the other matches that we have. Alright, he's trying to connect. That's great. I wonder if it's gonna work to continue the fight. I don't think so.
yeah. It's a bit of a crapshoot.
Let's see if he can do anything. Oh!
Oh, he can.
Oh, that's interesting. He came back from the dead. I mean, at the end of the day, he's player one. He could, yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't see why he couldn't.
Yeah, I was just gonna point out there's an interesting guard Zera sometimes does where he literally touches the ground with his tip, with the tip of the sword.
Oh, that was a beautiful retreat thrust there. You don't see that very often. 2 flags now for Carlos. 5-2. All right, and now the gap is not so big. Go for the thrust. Oh, finally gets the flag. 5-3. Zera's guard, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, another one.
Carlos is the king of comebacks. He found a move there that works pretty well.
Yeah. He's aiming for the elbow, which I really like. That's a good idea with Zera.
There you go, 6-4 now. Meister getting one back, which is good for his confidence. Oh, beautiful thrust.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. I didn't know that move hit so high, but I think it's because Isabella's probably shorter. So it's like with Marie when you hit her in the head with the mid attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, 7-4. That was a really good fight. Carlos got some flags back. flags back, which is great for him because now he definitely has a chance. All right. I'm curious to see if he's going to keep Isabella. My gut tells me that he's gonna switch to Kachstein.
Yeah, I could totally see that.
Yep. Exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, I think Maestro was trying to see who he'd pick too.
I believe Maestro is going to go with Zera the whole tournament. Like he has had a lot of success in the previous tournament, and to be honest, I don't think Zera has any bad matches. Oh, beautiful retreat cut.
Yeah, Carlos has been talking about how that basket hilt doesn't always protect his hand, so might have been a forearm hit as well though. Oh, it worked that time. That's really cool. Good thrust. And another thrust. Wow.
3-1 now for Carlos. He definitely has a better start. And only one flag difference, I believe. Yes. Goes with the thrust
Yeah,
there.
it's really good. Yeah.
He's
oh,
tired
take Maestro's
there.
time. Yeah.
Carlos is trying to close in the distance.
Oh,
Beautiful.
What? Okay.
Doesn't fall for the trap that Maestro set up. And it's now 4-1. And now these two are at they have the same. Oh, that was a high guard attack. That attack is not the best one, one of the best ones, but it landed there. 4-2 now.
Yeah.
Maestro needs 3 more flags in order to win this. And Carlos needs 3. Oh, stab to the face. Carlos is very good at fighting on the back foot with Kalkstein. 5-2 now. Comeback is real. Comeback Carlos. He doesn't have that title for nothing. Oh, got him there. Pretty close. 5-3 now. Beautiful counter there. 6-3.
Yeah.
And
that's exactly how you counter holy stance.
Yeah, if Carlos gets this one, he wins. It was 7-4, right? Last time. Yep.
Yes.
That's a pretty insane comeback. Oh, caught him there on the face.
Yeah, it was a bait,
Beautiful.
but good hit to the
That
head.
was a long guard attack, 7-3, and Carlos wins. First surprise. Wow, Maestro started so strong in the first match, but Carlos completed the comeback, and it's not the first time. He definitely likes this type of format, the one with the flags, because this is not the first time he does that. It's actually the 3rd or the 4th time he does this. All right, beautiful.
Yeah, for sure.
Beautiful. So it was 11-10. 11-10 for Carlos. Awesome.
Yeah, that holy stance counter was definitely a highlight, I would say.
And Meister's going to face Oak, which is a good news for everybody because one of these two is going to be out in the loser's bracket. All right, next up we have Wrath versus Zero Null. Wrath definitely going to go with Samuel.
Yeah.
Can you give him the role in calls, please?
Oh, he doesn't have it. Okay. 1 second.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, he should have it. Yeah, he has it. Hmm.
I can't tag him.
I can. I'll just ping him then.
Yeah. Just ping. Wrath. 0-0. That's weird. I cannot. Maybe because you're a mod, I guess.
I don't know. That's never been a thing before. Interesting.
Here we go. Alright, Zero's here, waiting for Wrath. Wrath is going to start from the left.
And Maestro playing some Total War Warhammer 3 while he waits.
Yeah, it's going to take a little bit.
Yeah, that's very true.
Alright, Wrath is here. I don't remember if Wrath needed keyboard. I don't think so. Alright. Alright, they're both in. I'm curious to see if Zero's going to go with Father Zero. I think Wrath has beaten Zero before. I'm not sure. Or has been in Maestro. I don't remember.
Might have been Maestro, actually.
Yeah. But they've definitely faced before. I think maybe Wrath needs keyboard. Alright, let's move back. Alright, the tournament is going well so far. It's only 38 minutes and we had a couple of fights. Wrath on the left and Zero on the right.
Yeah, we'll probably see a Zera from 0-0.
Let me see if there's... Gonna need keyboard this time. I gave it to you, but it seems that it's not working. Let me try again. Alright, let me try with my controller so you won't... Alright, take left. Wrath, you have keyboard. Alright. Yeah, pretty basic picks. I mean basic, predictable.
Yeah.
Alright, we go. Rush there by Zero, but he gets the win eventually. Gets the flag.
Yeah. Eats those snap cuts.
Yeah. That's a very deceptive type of sidestep because you feel like you can counter after the first hit, but then the second one comes in. Gets caught there, 2-1.
And you think Zera's a drunkard, so he can't possibly be fast, but he actually is in short bursts. So, he's like a bear. You think he has no business moving as fast as he does, but
yeah, just look at that. That's what I. There's something that I've said, which is I feel that Zera's drunkenness is just a gimmick. It just takes a little bit to get used to it, but in fact, he's actually pretty fast with his attacks, pretty fast with his footwork as well. I mean, he gives the impression that he's slow, but he's actually not slow at all. He's pretty fast. Alright. 2 consecutive flags there got by Wrath, so he seems that he has his defense on point. 4-3 now, pretty close. He gets him again with that attack. Wrath keeps falling for that with that trick. They both hit each other.
And the problem is Zera's gonna win any of these trades for the most part. He seems to hit a bit harder.
6-3. Yeah, and Zero actually plays just like a Zero should play. 7-3 now, a pretty good win there. Wrath is going to have a lot of work to do in the next fight. Yeah, well, he's playing the game, you know, so I would do the same if I were him. If there was something that would work, I would probably use it. Especially in a tournament.
Yeah. He was also exploiting some of Wrath's really committed attacks, like the thrust lunge that he kept sidestepping, so I think it's totally fair play.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I mean, in sparring it's something a little bit different, but in tournaments, you do what you gotta do, you know?
Mm.
Like, for example, whenever I play it, I don't try to be flashy at all. I don't try moves just for the sake of using them. I just use whatever I think it works. You know,
Yeah.
it can get me the flag. And I guess that most players do that.
Yeah, I would agree.
Like, for example, like if you can find an attack that you see your opponent cannot defend very well against, you're probably going to use the same attack over and over until they defend it. You know. I think he can select. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, fair enough. Zero's Laszlo is very nostalgic, but his Zera is really, really good, so I think it's a good pick for him. Everyone should play Laszlo.
Zero needs only 2 more flags now in order to win. Oh, that was beautiful.
Damn.
That was one of those high recovery moves, but you know, if you commit to an attack, you're gonna get caught with that. 3-0.
Yep. And it's really easy to cancel too.
And that's it. And the game ends. Unfortunately for Wrath here, he's gonna go to the losers bracket. The score is 11-3. Very dominant performance there by Zero. He's definitely one of us is going to face him in the next fight, so definitely going to be interesting to see. All right, but as I said, there are no easy fights around here, so you know. Okay, the next match is going to be Excoliosis versus Eve. Then it's going to be our match, and then we're going to go to the loser bracket. So Excoliosis versus Eve.
Yeah, Excoliosis is gonna go with Alexander, he said, so that'll be interesting to see against Barabas.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm always in for a saber fight. I believe they're pretty fun to play and watch.
Yeah. And I would say they both have the tools to counter each other, so.
Yeah, I do think I think Alex has the power and the reach, and
Yep.
Barabas has the speed probably. And yeah, speed in everything, in attacks and footwork as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's send them a link.
I don't think he blocked it, Eve. It's just that Zera buried his sword into him as he was swinging and he couldn't get a good hit in. Yeah, you gotta keep in mind, like, that sword went right into his shoulder, probably deep in, so. But yeah, it did look a bit weird, and that's fair enough, but I think it's explainable. I think you're a bit in the past, by the way, Eve, so you might want to look at that. Could also just be a bit of stream delay, too.
Okay. Excoliosis has a pretty good fight IQ. He's definitely not a pushover here, so Eve has to be pretty careful. Excoliosis takes the left, and Eve takes the right. Alright. Saber fight. Here we go.
Yeah, you're a little late to the party there, Ketsoid.
Ban 0, yeah. Oh, beautiful. First flag goes to Eve. Again with the side step. He's doing that side step really, really well. He has mastered the timing of it.
Yeah. And also Barabash has fast side steps from long guard too, so you can do a lot of mind games with that.
3-0 now.
Yeah. His long guard arsenal is probably one of the best in the game, to be honest. At least among the sabers anyway. Scoliosis doing some cuts out of range there. Has to be careful, but sometimes that can be a good bait too. I don't think Eve's gonna fall for it.
That's a double.
Yeah, gotta watch that stamina consumption too. Oof. Covered well from that blade beat, actually. But Eve very much has him on the back foot, despite being passive. He's applying a lot of passive pressure, which I really like. Cancelled the sidestep. That was probably a good idea. That was a bit close.
Scoliosis is playing Alex as he should. So he's trying to get cuts in reach. He's not going in too close to the pocket or too far. He's just trying to stay in reach. And now he does exactly what I said that he doesn't do, so he got caught.
It's the commentator's curse.
Commentator's curse, yes. 4-0 now. Good advantage here for Eve. He's probably pretty happy that got to face two Saber guys earlier on.
Yeah, for sure. Again.
5 now. Six. Yeah, Eve is on point with his counters. He's so dangerous recently with Barabash. He's probably using him to the max right now.
Yeah, there's good use of the cut to actually block that, and also the arm. Yeah.
Perfect. Flawless
That's
victory.
exactly what you want to do.
Flawless victory. 7-0. Now Eve needs only one more flag in order to win the fight. Impressive performance, and it definitely helps his morale to win with such a difference. I felt that Scoliosis hasn't used the thrust almost at all, which is probably Alex's one of his best weapons.
Yeah, and he wasn't canceling from it when he did, and it was sort of out of range, so it didn't really help him.
playing Scoliosis on the have like 5 FPS. I don't know what to say, brother.
I'm just gonna step away from your computer for a quick second.
Sure. Eve needs only one more. Oh, there's the first flag scored by Scoliosis. Double.
Alright, I'm back. Oh, there we go. He used the thrust combo there.
Another double.
It's good that he at least got a point early on. He can do it if he plays really well.
I guess it's... There you go. And that's it.
Yeah.
It ends right here. An 8-1 score for Eve, who qualifies to the next round. And he's going to face Carlos in the next round, but it's going to be a while until that match happens. And now it's going to be me versus you. Always a classic.
Yep.
May the best man win. Yeah, because I'm in Europe. I'm in Europe, so
Yeah, it's a big difference.
it's a pretty big difference. Yeah. And Subotai's in Canada, so he's a lot closer, I guess.
Yeah, still kind of far, but better.
Yeah, but I guess it's like the internet itself is probably better connected somehow, you know, to North America.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, you know, fighting from Brazil, it's pretty bad, but yeah. All right, you're gonna take the left. I'm gonna take the right.
Yeah, the black map could improve it, but I think it's only a small improvement. I don't think it would have made much of a difference, really.
It's really no difference in FPS. Basically, people use the black map because of the pixel issue, not because of the
Yeah,
performance.
it's a graphics thing.
Yeah. All right, good luck.
Good luck. Good
was,
fight.
yeah, good comeback there, but a good fight. All to play for. 7-6. Really on point with some of those counters.
Thanks.
What the? This is like the first time we hit each other. The third time, sorry. Nice. round.
Come on. Good fight.
Good fight. I thought I got that one, but yeah, good fight, man. Good fight. Very close.
Thanks.
Should have been more patient there with that hit.
Yeah, I don't blame you because you've been getting a lot of those, the thrust and then follow-up cut.
Um, 13 to 12.
Yeah, thanks, Eve. I really enjoyed that.
Come on, challenge. Come on. Damn, challenge is probably the worst
I
platform
hate
ever.
that.
Just doesn't let me introduce the score.
Yeah, there's always something, right? Some kind of issue.
Yeah.
Oh well.
All right. Then we're going to have. Okay, we're going to the losers bracket now, and the first fight is going to be Wrath versus Ezekiel.
Yeah, I don't know how I survived. I guess it was distance, maybe. The tip was striking me at the end. I don't know. But sometimes you get lucky like that, right? It's just how it goes. I just needed that one really good hit to the head. Yeah, that can be too, because Alexander's arm can get in the way of certain attacks, so that can be helpful.
All right. We're gonna probably gonna see a Samuel mirror now.
Yeah, we don't actually see that a whole lot, I don't think, so
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, maybe.
One second, change their names here. Wrath is gonna be on the left.
Well, he was fighting me, so I think when the game calculates damage from thrust too, you're always better off if you're backing away compared to walking into it, so there is that as well. I was definitely very concerned about getting out of there, so yeah, many things at play for sure.
Wrath take left and Ezekiel take right.
It's just like in Mountain Blade, if you walk into an attack, you get hit that much harder. Or gallop into an attack for that matter. Thanks.
Looks like Wrath cannot choose. Oh, there you go. I think he can now.
I think there's just delay or something.
Yeah, could be. Could be. First hit goes to Wrath there. Yeah, I don't think I've seen Samuel Mirror so far, and they're both pretty experienced with Samuel. They both main him. It's gonna be interesting. Oh, beautiful sidestep there,
Nice.
1-1.
Yeah, sometimes the A cut is a bit underappreciated, but it's very good for getting to the side. With Samuel, I mean. Uh, exchange here. Definitely the potential for a marathon exchange, but yeah, they get really close, so somebody was dead there for sure.
Oh, nice one. 2-2 now, pretty close. Oh, that was an interesting exchange of swords there. 3-2 for Ezekiel.
That's very close. Yeah.
4-2 now. Five two now. Ezekiel is doing a good job. He was playing a little bit of catch up in the beginning, but now he's doing really well.
Yeah. Snipe stab.
6-2 now. That's a pretty good advantage. I thought this is going to be a little bit more balanced, but looks like Ezekiel is pretty close to winning this. This first set, actually.
Yeah. Doing a lot of dashing, and Ezekiel's good at that.
7-2. That's a massive advantage there for Ezekiel. And now they're going to switch sides. Wrath needs to do something here, because otherwise it's going to be eliminated. Only 3 flags needed for Ezekiel in order to progress.
Yeah, Koala says he had McDonald's ice cream and now his tummy hurts. Yeah, that can certainly do it.
Alright, sticking with Samuel's.
Yeah, that's why some of his attacks have so much reach. Some of them involve him, like, moving pretty far forward. Ezekiel already a bit low on stamina. It gets exploited. Oh, long guard was a mistake, that close. Good kill by Ezekiel.
Ezekiel needs 2 more.
Oh, I'm surprised that thrust didn't land. Thrust by Wrath, actually, and there's a kill. It seems to do a good job of getting past his guard. You just gotta commit to it if you want to do it. So it's got its disadvantages for sure.
double.
Yeah, nice use of the high guard cuts. Those aren't used very often, actually, despite their long range. Problem is, if you're too close, then it's not likely to do a whole lot for you.
All right, Wrath is getting some momentum here. 3-1. He's still in the fight. He has a long way to go, but he has recovered some ground. And there you go, 4-1.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately Ezekiel whiffed in that thrust, but even then sometimes it doesn't kill, so he was pretty open. Ooh. Camera did something weird on my screen. But it was only for a brief second, so.
5-1 for Wrath now. He's only one flag away from that would be a really good comeback. There you go, 6-1. Wow, he's very close to pulling it off.
And there's very good use of the tempo there in that exchange, then switching it up with the big cut to end it. Goes for it, double.
And that's it.
Oh no, actually. He wins it,
wow,
okay.
7-1 from 7-2. I think this is probably the best comeback I've ever seen in some of these tournaments. That was an amazing comeback for Wrath. Absolutely amazing. A 9-8 win. All Ezekiel had to do is just score 3 flags. I think maybe he got complacent and he paid the price. So Wrath wins and qualifies to the next stage. And now we have another great fight. Maestro versus Oak in the losers bracket.
Yeah, this one is a bit of a crapshoot. I have no idea who's going to win because they're both really, really good. I feel like Maestro knows Laszlo really well, though, so he might be in a good position. It's hard to say, though, because if Laszlo manages his distance well, then Zera can still be picked apart.
I wonder if Maestro is gonna stick with Zera. Something tells me he's gonna go back to Izzy. But it remains to be seen. Maestro is gonna take the left, and
Sure.
Oak is gonna take the right.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I struggled to fight Laszlo as Isabella, so I don't know if that's a... It depends on what you're familiar with, of course, though. That's what matters at the end of the day.
Laszlo has some advantages against Isabella, and because he can hit the head, he can hit her head pretty consistently. But also, obviously, Isabella has some advantages over Laszlo.
Yeah, 100%. There's a
Be
double.
50-50 matchup.
Nice lunge, no kill, but drawing blood on Zera is always a good thing, especially if you're trying to get his stamina down.
First flag there for Oak. Second flag there.
Yeah. He's really good at landing that sidestep. Oh, he got away with that. That's a third flag for Oaken.
Gonna be away for 2-3 minutes.
Alright, no problem. Good cut to the hand by Maestro. Maestro's definitely not out of it yet. Upward cut by Maestro, but he can't follow it up. He did a good job of cutting into the blade to set it aside. And he could have hit the arm if he was lucky, but unfortunately neither of those things. He couldn't maintain control and he did not hit the arm, so Oaken was able to cut him right back. That is Zera's slow recovery, at least in the upward cut, in action there. Whereas Laszlo is a speed demon with some of his cuts. And then Maestro gets a kill. Oh, good attempt with the retreat cut, and he follows it up well. I think Maestro has said before he struggles against Laszlo too. I don't know with Zera specifically though, but again, upward cut. That's definitely one of Laszlo's openings. Yeah, 100% he is one of the best players. I wouldn't count Maestro out so readily, but Oaken's in a good spot, there's no doubt about it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely, Koala. He needs one more at this point. I feel like Maestro is being a bit predictable here. That might be his problem. He needs to vary his attacks a bit, use some more advanced techniques, but... aggressive passiveness, yeah. Yeah, Oaken doesn't let you breathe, even if he's not, you know, running at you and cutting you. So Maestro goes with Marie here. Which is an interesting pick. I think he thinks that he'll easily be able to stab Laszlo, but I'm not sure that's actually the case. Laszlo can move pretty quick, and I found he's pretty good at the anti-rapier. He has a solid long guard for defending thrusts, as we're seeing here, and his fast cuts can enable him to beat the blade aside too, and quickly hit the head. Yeah. Good fighting by Maestro in the pocket. He avoids getting grappled. Actually tanks that stab too. Yeah, Oaken has to be a bit careful here, but he's in a good spot. Stab by Maestro. Oh, it just occurred to me I should probably keep track of like how many flags were scored last round. Hang on, let me just look. You guys can keep fighting for now. Yeah, I'm not used to having to pay attention to that. That's my bad, guys. But Maestro only got 3.
I'm back. Did you change sides for them?
Oh yeah, they switched. But
What was the first match result?
7-3.
4.
It was for Oaken here. So
Oh, so I guess he won.
yeah, at this point.
Alright, we're gonna let them finish this point then. Alright.
Yeah, I lost track of the score, but yeah, Oaken was definitely ahead 7-3. I looked back, so we're all good.
All good. All good. Thank you very much, Maestro. Yeah, so this is the type of tournament. So Maestro actually won the last tournament, and now he goes out. So this is how these tournaments work, unfortunately.
Yep.
All right, next fight is also going to be from the losers bracket. It's gonna be me versus Wrath. I've had some really tough fights with Wrath, so I'm not taking it lightly at all. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, he's never a pushover when I fight him either. So,
yeah, I remember in the last tournament in the Saber one, like I had like 4 flags, and then he got like 5 flags in a row after, and I
mm.
got really worried. But eventually I pulled it off. All right, Link to Wrath. Meister is already playing Total War. I guess his was a lot more focused. All right, Wrath is here.
He was trying to use the power of chaos, but that didn't work here. Maybe the orcs, if you believe something will work, then it'll just work if you believe hard enough.
All right, waiting for Wrath to connect. I mean to press a button.
I think it was full anyway, visitor, but yeah, that is a shame that you didn't sign up in time. Yeah, it filled up pretty quick from what I understand. And it was a bit short notice, so yeah, these things happen unfortunately.
I guess there's a problem.
Yeah, I think he had this problem earlier, but it just fixed itself, so
Keyboard not responding. Um, all right, let's try to go back again. All right, I'm gonna disconnect you and try to rejoin. Yeah, if he's going to bring me down, now's the time. Because I had a pretty long
yeah.
week.
Oh, that's a shame, visitor. Yeah, you'll definitely be able to get into one next time. There is an event on Saturday called USFC though. You can just sign up to that by clicking the frog meme in announcements. So if you want to participate in a more casual event, that's definitely a good option for this weekend. And we'll definitely be hosting more stuff in the future. So
Yeah, it looks like Koala rigged Wrath, so he can't. Something going on. Something going on with these keyboards, man. There's always issues with them.
yeah. Yeah, it's not even just keyboard splitter. I think we used to believe that was an issue, but I think it's just keyboards in general.
I can reset gamepads, I guess.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
Since my keypad is not working. Alright, alright. Let's go back then.
Yeah, gamepad should be more reliable.
Yeah, it usually is.
Yeah, especially if it's like an Xbox
Alright,
controller or something.
alright, we're all good.
Good. Nerf koala. Alright, so Venator going with Isabella here against Samuel. Wrath gets the first kill. Samuel was very good at that, sort of beating the blade to the side with that wide cut and then hitting the head at the same time. I think Isabella's guard struggles quite a bit against these attacks. Especially if Isabella commits to an action and then it gets blocked, which often happens. Use of high guard there doesn't quite hit, but that was a decent idea. But he manages to get another really big cut and force a late double. High guard by Venator. Wow, that fast recovery. I honestly thought Venator had him. That was a good stab, though. Venator's getting really good at landing the stabs, I've noticed. It was something I always had to keep an eye on when I was fighting him. Because if I'm not careful, that's a really easy hit. High guard cut. Venator is coming back now. Definitely, you should never cut him out, count him out there. He made a good comeback in that first round against me, so... Thought I'd won, but I choked it. Thankfully, the second one, not so much. But it was still really close. So Wrath has a really good lead right now. Unfortunately, that rush attack did not even hit. And that was good positioning by Venator. This might come down to the last flag at this rate. Venator tried to back away. Oh, he actually recovered from that. I thought Raph had it because of that fast recovery of Samuel's, but that's not quite what happened. I'm sure Venator's really happy there. I got cut to the hand. Yeah, Venator's figuring him out now, getting his rhythm. But still, even if Raph loses, this is a pretty good position. Unfortunate whiff there. I think Samuel's been getting a few of these, but... Nonetheless, he was wide open, so that might have been a double either way. Still a good cut to the head. Those are really brutal attacks. Rayan giving... sorry, that's Kexoid. Kexoid giving some interesting advice, to say the least.
Come on.
Oh, man.
Recovery is just insane.
actually talking about two overpowered characters. Oh man. Anyway, very good sidestep cut there by Venator, keeping himself safe with the cut and then landing a hit.
All right, great fight there. Wrath is on the left, I'm on the right.
Having an issue again, I think, or maybe there's some delay. Yeah, 6 to 7. It's very close. Okay. Yeah, maybe just delay. Like, it could be that he's listening to the stream too, which doesn't help if that's the case. But
He selected both
oh, he did.
sides.
Interesting. He must have bumped the keyboard.
1 second. Have to go back.
Some contradictory advice by Ketchoid, but I agree with the second bit that he gave for sure. Anyway. High guard. It's knocked aside though, that high guard cut by Wrath. Don't attack first. Oh man. What a hilarious meme that is. Anyway. Venator gets a kill there. Unfortunately, that rush attack sometimes has questionable power, so. Venator going for a thrust, and that cut doesn't land either. It was a good try for sure. I don't think backing up would have helped. I think he would have. He was better off at least going for some kind of attack. Sidestep, they both get a hit in each other. I think Venator's was more convincing, so he might have more damage. Dealt. And there's a double. Doesn't matter. Oof. I see what Wrath was going for, but that cut stops too short to set the cut aside. Good false edge cut to the arm, applying pressure. High guard by Venator, and then a bunch of cuts, but he recovers. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a shame. Venator, I think, did everything right there, but these things happen.
What?
Ooh. Yeah, I've done that accidentally before, too. That's... Yeah, I don't know. It's like you sidestep and then suddenly you're doing a bunch of cancels because of that. It's funny, when Warden saw it, he was very confused when I did it by mistake. But, yeah, Venator's in a very good spot here. All the same. Good hit to the head. Well timed by Wrath. Good sidestep by Wrath, and yeah, that one-handed cut there after the hit had no power. Oh, Wrath keeping up the pressure. Using a good variety of cuts, but unfortunately he's too close to just rush in like that. I like what he was doing, but I think the follow-up was poorly executed. Oh no. Yeah, he's not gonna get it there. The crossguard is blocking it.
Good fight, man. Really hard. You know what's the thing with Wrath? He actually knows that recovery thing with Samuel. So
Hmm.
he knows when he gets hit, he knows that he can continue fighting. And it's really tough. Really tough. GG, man. Good fight. Very tough. 14 to 9, I guess. To 10.
Yeah, everybody's rooting against Venator, but
Yeah, I know.
that's not new.
I know, I know. It's all good,
You miss
guys.
11.
It's all good. What happens if I win the tournament? What happens then? We'll see. All right. Next match is Excoliosis versus Oak. Scoliosis didn't have a great start there against Eve, so he's definitely looking out for redemption.
Alright, just gonna run to the bathroom again.
Yeah, sure, no problem. All right. So Excoliosis versus Oakenlix.
Alright, back.
Yeah, I'm curious if Excoliosis is gonna switch back to Marta. As I said, Marta is actually pretty good after a recent update, so because with Alex, he definitely didn't have a great performance, but he sticks with Alex. Here we go. All right, first flag goes to Excoliosis.
Yeah, I really like this matchup for sure.
By the way, after this match, we're going to take a 10 minutes break because we're finishing the early rounds, and then we're going into the last, more advanced rounds, 2-0.
Yeah, Excoliosis is looking very good here against a really good Saber fighter.
2-1 now.
Treat cut.
Oh, that was
Nice, he gets it.
these are one of the most dangerous type of sidestep. The inside type of sidestep, when they work, they're really good. Sam can block literally everything. Yeah, it's not really the block that is the problem. The problem is his recovery, because he recovers instantly after getting hit, and I don't think that's intended.
Yeah, because I think there are clear gaps in his defense if you exploit them properly.
Because I got a couple of hits in, and I was supposed to like have the upper hand after them, but he would still
Mm.
recover faster than me, which I don't think should work. Oh, Oak is now finding some really good spots there. Four now. Excoliosis is definitely doing a lot better in this matchup than he did against Eve.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, good dash back. He knew he was in danger there. Oh, that was very close. That second cut would have killed if it hit. Nicely done.
Now. Beautiful. 7-4. That's a pretty surprising win for Excoliosis. He has played really, really well against Oak. And I'd say also play for in the second fight. I definitely didn't see him recover so well after that devastating loss against Eve.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. It'd be a really big win for him for sure if he does manage it.
I mean, it's pretty normal. For example, if I were to be beat 7-0, and it's kind of hard to get back from that. But Excoliosis looks like he wasn't affected by it. So not having FPS drops. All right, I'm happy to hear that. Oh, beautiful thrust. Oak starting strong. Excoliosis needs to score 5 flags here. And here's the first one. Definitely not an easy feat. I don't think anybody in the world can say, oh, I'm going to score 5 flags easily against Oak.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, beautiful. Catches him. 2-1.
Yeah, very precise.
Two now. Excoliosis is still doing well. Oh, beautiful counter there. 3-2. Pretty accurate with his counters there.
Mm-hmm. Using Alexander's reach really well, I would say.
He's definitely playing the character right, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, that's exactly how you should play Alex. He probably doesn't have too much experience with him, but he's playing him right. Oh,
Nice.
close there to get the flag. Doing the thrust cut, and it works. 4-2 now, and Excoliosis is putting a statement here. And Excoliosis is also from Brazil, which is pretty crazy.
Oh, nice. Use the X cut to set the other cut aside.
I'm glad that these players can get a decent performance on the EU host.
Oh, gotta watch that stamina.
And Oak takes advantage there. 4-3. Excoliosis needs one more flag here to win. And he has 4 chances to do so. And that would be a pretty big surprise. Oh, and that's 4-4 now.
Yeah, he's a bit close. He ended up doing a kick, but you don't really want to kick Laszlo, I would say. Scoliosis really wants that kill, but he's got to be careful.
And that's
Nice.
it. Wow. Big surprise. Big surprise. Congratulations to Excoliosis, not only for beating such a good player, but also for coming back from the devastating loss in the first round and now winning. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. So it's 12 to 8. So another big giant goes down. Let's have a look at the bracket now. We have only 6 people left before we go on a 10 minutes break. So Eve is going to face Carlos. Subotai is going to face Zero, and then we're going to have me and Excoliosis waiting uh, for the losers. So I'm going to face the loser between Eve and Carlos. Doesn't make any difference to me. They're both really good. And
Hmm.
Subotai versus Zero. So the loser is going to face Excoliosis next. So yeah, let's take a 10 minutes break, and after that we're going to come back with Eve and Carlos in round 3. Alright, we're back with the later stages of the tournament. I'm gonna go a little bit silent here, so I'm gonna let so what I do mostly the commentary work. So I hope you don't mind because
All
people
right.
have gone to sleep
Yeah, that's not a problem.
around here. So I'm still gonna intervene with like who fights who and stuff like that, but probably not gonna speak as much. All right, we're in the quarterfinals. And we have a classic here, which is Eve versus Carlos. Let's see who starts left. Eve. They met before in another tournament, and I do remember how Carlos actually managed to get a comeback in the fight. Yeah, it was a single elimination tournament, but it had the same format with 7 flags. And I remember Eve got the advantage in the first, and then Carlos came back and won. So looking forward to see another great fight. All right.
Yeah, you'll get it at some point, Carlos. Don't worry.
I mean, he's still in the tournament. We're only 6 left, so he definitely has the chance to pull it off. All he needs is a little bit of confidence. The skill is there. There you go. Both men are about to connect. I'm gonna see a really good fight. And here we go. Oh, wait. I pressed the CPU.
Oh.
Sorry. It happens with these menus, man.
Yeah, very easy to mess up.
And now we have to wait. That's why whenever I select the match, so as you can see, so I go, and then I go down, and then I go up again just to make sure
Yeah.
I'm selecting the right option. All right, Eve takes left, and Carlos takes right. Here we go. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a long fight.
Yeah, they're both quite patient, I would say.
Oh, beautiful. Sidestep thrust. Pretty clean.
Yeah, deceptively powerful too.
Oh, nice thrust. Barbash's thrust is pretty accurate, but it lacks power, but this time landed a killing blow.
Yeah, usually you get the best success if you hit the head, but sometimes even then it's iffy. Good exchange so far.
Carlos is tired. Tried to catch him there. Played a little possum.
Yeah, sadly for Carlos, the long game doesn't benefit him just because Calcas can get tired, so at some point he does have to get a kill.
3-1.
Wow, that was dangerous.
Yeah, Eve is trying to find some ways in. Carlos goes a little bit desperate there and gets countered. Oh, beautiful.
Nice.
4-2. Right when Eve moved forward, that's when he caught him. Carlos looking good. Perfect. 5-2 now. These thrusts are really dangerous. I think Eve needs to bank a little bit more on that long guard, because otherwise he's going to get stabbed here.
Yeah, and Barbash has many options from it too, so...
I think people forget that Karkstein is just as dangerous as any rapier, which means, and when you play against rapiers, you usually keep long guard.
Yeah.
It's definitely
Well, I mean, even...
powerful.
Yeah. Even his cuts are really powerful too. Sometimes even his cuts hit harder than Alexander's, so...
Oh, beautiful counter. 6-3. Eve is getting some flags here back. That's what he needs to do at this point. Make sure he gets as many flags as possible before the second fight. There we go, 7-3. Convincing win there by Carlos. Had a lot of success with those thrusts. I'm surprised Eve didn't use long guard at all to try to counter. But I'm sure he's going to make adjustments.
Yeah, he only ever used it to launch thrusts here and there.
Significant advantage there for Carlos, who is looking really good. And now Carlos is going to be on the left. He's probably going to go with Karkstein again.
Yep.
Carlos is really good at crowding you with thrusts, so it's very hard to get. Probably in Karkstein as a character, it's just pretty hard to get into his pocket.
Yeah, for sure.
Very easy for him to snipe you when you're coming in. Oh, beautiful thrust there. Probably Karkstein's best weapon.
Yeah, and he's getting a bit tired though.
Oh, great sidestep 1-1.
Yeah, and any of Calc's attacks are dangerous. It's not like the rapiers where maybe you can eat a cut here and there. Like, those cuts will also hit you like a truck.
Oh, beautiful. Very good sidestep there. Looks like Eve has found some good strategy here. He's pulling a lot of long guard now. Long guards. He's leading 2-1, but he still has a lot of work.
Yeah, the only danger is getting your blade beat, but I think the risk is well worth it for sure.
Yeah.
Because you can still throw cuts from there.
Just look at, when you look at them, see how much range Karkstein has. Very deceptive.
Yeah, even on the retreat, if not for that hand guard, Eve would have been hitting the hand. It's a little chain there.
3-2. Eve is doing a good job of being patient. That's what you need to do against Karkstein. You can't rush in against him. He's gonna get you. He's gonna snipe you. Eve knows how to play Karkstein as well. It's probably one of his former mains, so he knows exactly the strengths that Karkstein has. Carlos is doing something that is not really in his favor, which is he swings a lot and he gets tired very quickly, leaving room for counters.
Yeah.
Beautiful thrust.
Yeah, I gotta use the point more.
Eve has a small advantage, but still a lot of... Oh, Carlos actually needs one more here. to win this. He does have 3
Yeah,
more
looking.
chances to do that.
Yeah, he's looking for a cross still.
That's it.
He gets it.
That's it. Good, really good performance there by Carlos. Eve has had some good moments as well, but unfortunately Carlos was superior throughout these fights. And Carlos is now in semifinals. 11 to 7. Alright, now we're going to see you in action against Zero. Good luck.
Thank you. This will be a tough one for sure.
Absolutely. Alright, you're already in. Let's see who's gonna start left. You're gonna start left.
Sounds good.
Definitely a classic. You guys fought like a million times so far in tournaments and outside of tournaments, so it's a toss-up.
Yeah, definitely. And we know each other's styles really well too.
Yeah, at this point, the thing is we're a pretty small community, so we kind of know each other really well. And anybody can beat anybody, as you can see. Zero, no. Where are you? There you go. There he is. Here we go. I'm not sure. 1 second. I'm not. I think I might have selected something wrong there. These menus, man. All right, you're left and Zero right. All right, Subutai is going with this. I'm pretty glad that Subutai is now just very confident in using Alex after probably his last experience against Ward, and he realized that, you know what, I can actually play with Alex a lot better than I play with Isabella or any other character. So I'm gonna put my confidence in him. And there you go. Very courageous. And scores the first flag 1-1. Punch there. Oh, Zera's tired. 3-1 for Subutai. Great countering. Subutai is a veteran, so he knows exactly the matchup. And again, 4-1. Got caught there. He had good intentions to counter him early, but Zero managed to get the second hit in. 5-2. Subutai is looking really good in this tournament. He's on point with his counters, with his timing. Really good on defense. Oh, got caught there by the thrust. But he's still ahead. 5-3. Very fast push there by Zero. Zero has a very fast push. Kind of hard to anticipate. Perfect play there by Subutai. He's being patient. That's a double. 5-4. And that's a grapple kill. Well done by by Subotai. 6-4 now. 7-4. Excellent play. Excellent play by Subotai. It's probably one of those matches that you can caption to to display how to defeat longswords. Because he definitely played really well there.
Yeah, 100%. I love how I stabbed him, then did a grapple. That was really cool. Definitely not planned, but it worked out well.
All right, that was 7-4, right? 7-4. All right, we'll
Yeah.
play 4 in the second. A good advantage for Subotai. Going with the same characters. Double. Goes with the holding stance, but Alex has a very good guard up top, so it's not easy to land. Oh, beautiful. Catches him there. Subotai is looking really on point with everything that he's doing. There you go. And he scores his second flag, 2-0. Subotai is definitely not afraid of 0, which is really good. Third flag now. Oh, point there for a 0, 3-1. Subotai needs 2 more in order to win this. And now he's getting a little bit over aggressive, and 0 punishes it, scores his second flag. Oh, beautiful side step there, catches him on the way in. 3-3 now. Subotai is not afraid to trade. Catches him on the head, but doesn't kill him. Oh, side step. Again, works very well for 0. 4-3 now. A good comeback there by 0. Misses the holy stance, and Subotai scores the 4th flag, and now Subotai needs only 1 more in order to win. 0 needs 3 more to push into tie break. That was a flag for 0. Oh, pushes, you know, that active phase. Pushes him. Is now 6-4. Whoever gets this flag, I mean, actually, if Subotai gets it, he wins. If 0 gets it, it's a tiebreak. Double. Late minute double there. And that's, oh, that's 0. 7-4. 7-4. So we have a tiebreak. Let's have a tiebreak. Let's see.
Nicely done.
1 second. Subotai, just tell me heads or tails, please.
Heads.
It's heads. Which side do you want?
Left.
Left. All right. So this is a 3-point tiebreak. Three-point tiebreak. So whoever gets first to 3 wins this one. Very interesting fight. Good comeback there by 0. Subotai played all his cards right there. Most of the flags. Alright, tension is pretty high. First flag goes to Subo. Subo is not afraid to get in close range with Zera. Oh, unlucky there. Zera's tankiness saved him, but Subotai gets the flag anyway. 2-0 now, and Subotai needs one more. Zero gets it again with that sidestep two-hit combo. Push there, but it doesn't work. Wow. That was a crazy flag. But Subotai gets it. 3-1 and Subotai moves on.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Good fight.
Crazy. I don't know how he blocked that. He blocked the attack after you pushed him, which is crazy.
Yeah.
That's not how it should work.
GG, Zero.
14-12 there. So Subotai moves on, and you're gonna face Carlos in the semifinal. And next match is going to be Eve versus me. I'm gonna go quickly for a bathroom break. 30
Alright,
seconds.
sounds good.
Then I'm gonna come back.
Hugo just went sicko mode. Yeah. Yeah, it cannot show Zero's Zera any mercy. That's for sure. But yeah, that last flag, that was just a bunch of craziness. We were both clearly really crazy to get that kill. Yeah, I thought Zero was gonna take it though, to be honest. Like after that win he got in the second round, I thought I was done. But I guess I got a second win, so it didn't matter. It was really a buff in the end. But, you know, Zero's not out of it yet, so we might see each other in the finals, you never know.
Alright, I'm back. So let's send the link to Eve. We have fought each other many times, so it's a 50-50 match for sure. He's gonna start on the left, and I'm gonna be on the right.
Yeah, I agree. Yazik and Izzy, those two are pretty good for beginners. Ultimately, I always say use what you like, though. It's really the biggest thing. Perhaps Barabash, too. I think Barabash is a better version of Yazik, but, you know, Yazik has reach, too, so, you know, there's advantages and disadvantages there. Yeah, Laszlo's pretty simple, too. That's a good point. Yeah, definitely want to go straightforward characters, I would say, usually. But definitely give the others a try, and if you like someone else as you get experience, you know, don't be afraid to change it up. There's also the rapiers, but I think they're a bit technical. But some new players like them, so it's really up to you. I mean, both fighters are really feeling each other out here. Venator's got Eve backed up against the fence a little bit, and good high guard dominating the center line. Yeah, that's definitely a brave choice to play the axe guy as soon as he comes out, but man, if you get really good with him though, I really think he has potential. He won't be used very much though, I don't think. Once people realize he's technical, but it's funny, people think of axes as like sort of easy to use, but it's not really the case. I mean, not any more so than swords anyway. They have their own challenges. Anyway, let's focus on the fight here. Even fight so far, but Venator immediately takes advantage of an opening that Eve left. Bit of clashing of blades here. They're both playing it quite safe, I would say, for the most part. But Venator's definitely on the advance here. Eve wants to be really patient and utilize his counter-striking potential. That's how I would approach it if I were using Bardabash too. Long guard gets kicked, but ooh, I think Venator sidestepped a bit, so the kick didn't have much impact. That often happens, unfortunately, because it's not always the best choice, and, you know, it sort of happens automatically, so. Yeah, definitely unfortunate for Eve there. Upward slash. Oh, the thrust. Nicely done by Venator. I think Eve thought he was safe, and then Venator took advantage of the complacency and then landed a thrust. Tries it again. Wow. Onslaught of attacks. Eve actually blocked the first one a bit, but it didn't end up mattering. Upward slash. You refuse to use your sword in this game. Wow. That is a really brave choice there, but I respect it. Axes are really cool. You know, that's probably why the update's taking so long, in all seriousness. Like, Google really needs to make sure he irons out that axe character. Because if he doesn't, he's going to be really weak, I think. Oh, the high guard. And that's proven to be a really good attack against Barabash.
7-2, a good lead.
Definitely.
Man, these fights are so stressful.
Yeah. Yeah, you made it look easy, but it definitely wasn't.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, because Eve would have punished you if you just sort of closed your eyes and started swinging. You gotta be really calculated. Again, both sort of feeling each other out here. They're not immediately going for the kill shot. Some feints. Switching the legs. Yeah, I really like this fight. It's been really technical so far. And unfortunately, Eve took a really nasty hit to the chin of the jaw there. Good Sidestep, though, he actually gets away with it. Those sidestep attacks from Barabash are really powerful. Cuts out of range by Eve, he has to be careful. Because Venator has been really punishing those sorts of mistakes. High guard cut out of range, but that was a really good attempt. If Eve moved forward, that would have certainly hit. Thrust, unfortunately. Eve has to be ready for those, because they can land pretty easily against that guard, I think. Either have a cut ready to sort of beat it down, or long guard. That's a really quick thrust by Venator. Backs away. Good patience. Picking his opponent apart. Fortunately, that upward cut blocked. Though Eve has to be careful. That trick shot might have presented an opportunity. He's tired. Would have been nice if he got the kill with it, though. That would have been possibly a highlight. Both meet each other's long guard. Oh, yeah, the high guard cut. Unfortunately, it has a lot of crushing power, so you have to be ready for it and defend it against it properly. He's waiting for a good opportunity. He has to play this very safely. Sidestep, but he gets blocked. The thrust gets blocked too. Very dangerous. Right through the throat by the look of it. Venator gets a kill.
Good fight, man. Every flag was pretty tough. Eventually I got use of my range there pretty well. And one good fight, Eve, man. Always good with fights. Damn, stressful as hell. 10 to 4, I believe. Yes. Alright, so I'm in the semifinals, which is great. Zero is going to face Excoliosis now.
We could try sending you a link for the chat, but that would be... I don't think YouTube would allow that, so I think Venator can just put the link in the description for you. If not, just look up Hellish Quart. Just look that up on the Discord server database, and we'll be the only one you find, probably. The biggest one, that's us, so that's how you'll find us if you don't get the link through the description or anything. Yeah, we're pretty easy to find, and you can also find us through the Reddit if that doesn't work. So yeah, there's many ways you can find us. Just look up Hellish Quart on Reddit.
Ready to go. Excoliosis looked really good against Oak. We'll see if he can pull it off here against Zero. He probably took some inspiration from your fight against him, so maybe he got some tips there on how to use Alex against Zera. Zero Null on the left, and Excoliosis on the right. Oh, Zero's going with Couchstein.
Interesting.
I know he likes to bounce
probably
back to Couchstein sometimes.
Yeah. It's probably from his experience fighting me. He probably feels that Zera is not the best pick.
It's funny because we're going to have exactly the same fight after this one, which is you versus Carlos.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good flag there by Excoliosis. 1-0.
Yeah. He's getting better at the thrust and cut combo, which is good to see. It's going to be absolutely crucial, I think, against Couchstein, because otherwise those pokes are going to just hit you all the time.
I think Zero is tired here. Chance for Excoliosis to take advantage, but he doesn't. Oh,
too far.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, the wrong foot was forward, too. If his other foot was forward, he would have done a bigger step and maybe hit. that's the thing with Alexander. You got to kind of focus on which foot's forward and get a sense of the rhythm.
Your HEMA tournament inspired me to start a fantasy world. I'm really glad, man. I'm actually organizing those, so very happy to see that. Awesome. 3-1 here for 0. Oh, beautiful.
Another fan.
Baited him in. 4-1.
Yeah, when it comes to blocking cuts, Kalkstein's guard is pretty solid, so... These characters, I would say, counter each other really well. Make a big mistake, you'll get slaughtered either way.
5-1 here for 0. Oh, pushes him, but that was these flags are always very frustrating.
Yeah.
When you feel like you got it and then you get killed.
Yeah, hand protection that saved him.
Alright, Scoliosis is coming back. 5-3. Oh, 6-3 now. Good advantage. 0 is pretty dominant.
Yeah, Calcor's a good pick, I would say. Those stabs are just connecting really easily.
I think it's because, obviously, a lot of Kalkstein's attacks into the body, which have a lot of can have a lot of success against Alex.
Yep.
While Zera doesn't have too many attacks to the body.
Yeah, they're very wide, so...
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
rush attack that works there. It's always nice to see. The dash attack, I mean. 4 flags
Yeah,
here for
not the...
Scoliosis.
Yeah, yeah, I was pretty much gonna say that.
I think double there.
Change.
Double. I think it's a pretty important flag here for Scoliosis. If he gets his 5th flag, it can give him a boost of confidence here. There you go.
Oh,
it was the
grapple bug.
Yeah. I don't know what to say. A flag each.
I mean, yeah.
7-5, yeah? Is the score. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the force was used on him.
Yeah. I guess, I mean, the game
Crazy.
doesn't know exactly who won, so it gives a flag to both. It's a bug.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Do you think we should run that flag back? What do you think?
I mean, I thought Excoliosis earned it fair and square. It was just a really delayed grapple kill. So, you can give him that flag if you want. I mean, that's my take anyway.
Yeah. You know what? We're gonna replay the flag because it's
Yeah, fair
obviously
enough.
a bug. I think we're gonna play. It was 6-4, right?
Yes.
Guys, go ahead. One more flag. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it decided the outcome, so...
Yeah, I also don't think it's fair for either of them to... Like, it's also not fair for Scoliosis to lose that flag, so... Yeah. Just like in Heme, I think it's fair to... Oh, and that's it. So it's 7-4.
Yep.
7-4 is the final result. I think that would have been better for Scoliosis. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a shame.
7-4.
Oh, well.
Alright, let's go to the next fight. Yeah, so I guess that should be the norm, which is if we have this bug, we just replay the flag.
Yeah. That's a really good idea.
In my opinion, I think the guy that doesn't grapple is probably the one that should get the flag, but I'm not sure.
Sometimes it can be a little unclear.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna start from 7-4 for 0-0. Going again with the same characters. Scoliosis did great in the first fight. He's actually having some great performances in these tournaments. I mean, I know that he's not winning tournaments, but you know, like when you have like a tournament with 10 people and 8 of them are like world-class masters, senior masters and stuff like that. I mean, it's really difficult. Second flag there for 0-0, a good start.
Tired.
Great flag. Yeah, Couchline tires pretty fast. If he swings in the air, he's pretty old. Oh, beautiful. 3-1. 0 needs 2 more.
I think that Scoliosis could have cut the arm there, but I don't blame him for backing off either. That's obviously really dangerous.
Full counter. 3-2 now. Oh, catches him on the way in. 4-2. Beautiful. Scoliosis has to be perfect from now on in order to push this into a tie break. And gets the first flag there. Nothing to lose now. He needs to go for it.
Yeah, he's gonna close somehow. Well, the A cut was a mistake, I think.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, nice.
4-4. Alright, Scoliosis coming back. He needs 3 more flags in order to push it into a tie break. And that's it. I guess there's some sort of psychological comfort whenever you have a couple of flags advantage. You're probably a little bit more relaxed, you know, because you know you have more chances to get those winning flags. Great performances by Scoliosis. He eliminated Oak, which is not an easy feat to do, but his road ends here and 0 wins. 12-8 final score. And now we are in semifinals. Gonna show you guys right here what's going on. So in semifinals, actually the winner's bracket is going to be Carlos versus Subutai. So we're going to see another Kochstein versus Alex most likely, and me versus Zero in the loser's bracket. And just so you know what happens after that, so the loser between these guys is going to fight the winner between me and Zero, and then the winner is going to fight the winner of this fight. And if the guy from the loser's bracket wins against the guy from the winner's bracket, we're going into an extra final. Remember that the finals, both of them, are best of 3. They're not best of 2. So good luck, man. You're gonna have a great fight against Carlos.
Thank you.
Gonna send the link to Carlos here. Carlos has looked really good so far in the tournament. Let's put the names here. Who's left first? Carlos. What? Four guys left. Carlos, Subutai, me, and Zero No. Who's gonna get it? Who is going to get it? If Carlos wins, he's gonna get his first champion's title. If Zero No wins, he's gonna get his master title. And if one of me or Subutai wins, we're gonna get closer to Grandmaster. So all to play for here. Carlos, try again to connect. There you go. Definitely gonna be a great fight. This one, I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be a fast fight. Carlos is pretty patient. Subotai is also pretty patient as well. And Subotai knows how to play really well against Kalkstein. I've used Kalkstein against Subotai a couple of times, but you know I'm not that good with Kalkstein, so Carlos is definitely a lot better. Oh, beautiful. Subotai is so good nowadays at catching people sidestepping. It's a skill he developed recently. Semifinals, Vinard. Semifinals. Two 1 now. Pretty fast-paced fight. Probably Subotai wants to make it a little bit faster than Carlos is expecting. Double. Another one. Perfect attack there by Subotai. 3-1. Subotai is looking really good in this tournament. Carlos is trying to find a way to counter. Out of range there. 4-1. Oh, perfect thrust to the face there. Amazing timing by Subotai. 5-1. 6-1. Wow, Subotai is on fire, man. I definitely see him as the favorite of winning the whole tournament. And I wouldn't be mad. 7-1. Wow. Impressive. Really impressive. Alright, we're gonna switch sides. One second here. 36. Carlos. Carlos needs a good comeback here. But if he doesn't get that comeback, he's still pretty. He has a pretty good position in the bracket, which means he's gonna fight the winner between me and Zero. So he's still very close to getting to the final as well. One fight away. So for example, if this was a single elimination tournament, this would have been the final. 1-1 now. Subotai needs only one more to end the fight. Good attack there by Carlos. And that's it. 2-1. Really one-sided fight. I didn't expect that. Subotai is now
GG.
in the grand final. Congratulations, man. Great performance. Especially in the first fight, you did really, really well.
Yeah, I thought it'd be more back and forth with his calc, but
so now
I was in the zone.
Yeah, now you're in the grand final, which means that even if you lose the final, you still get one more shot. So you're in a really good position right now. All right. Next is gonna be me versus Zero, and gonna go for a bathroom really quick, and then gonna come
Yeah,
back to
same.
fight.
All right, I'm back. You hate Marta, yeah. He's been mostly using Kalkstein, so I mean, there's that. All right, the fight's begun here. Venator of Isabella. Urinal actually sticking with Kalkstein here, which is an interesting pick. Not a bad pick by any means, but I think I expected Zera from him, not Kalkstein. Thrust by Urinal. catching Venator as he's trying to sidestep, which was a sensible move, but definitely have to be careful sometimes with the tracking. And unfortunately, that thrust didn't quite land. Either way, that cut was going to hit his head, so probably wasn't going to end. Wow, Venator countering that perfectly, actually, hitting the arm. That thrust can be awkward to defend against, but definitely one way to do it is to hit that arm. And Isabella's good at that sort of thing. Zero really needing to watch his stamina and to watch the openings he creates when he attacks out of range like that. And Venator needs 2 more to just get 7 straight up. Again, it's 7-0. That would not be a good spot for 0-0. He's not out of it yet. He forces a double. I think he has to be really careful with those wide cuts. They do have surprising reach, but I think the timing of them has been off. Oh yeah, upward cut, but trading with a downward cut like that doesn't tend to end well. They're going for a thrust. Unfortunately, Venator forces a double. I don't know, but I don't think it was a bad pick. It's just not going very well. Venator seems to have the timing against him down. Oh, that's so unfortunate. But he's not out yet. Not just yet. You know, Zero has put on some really impressive comebacks before, so you never know. If I see some of that insanity that I saw when I was fighting him, then I think he's got it. He's got to go with Zero, yeah. Okay, so Venator going with Isabella. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Good fight, man.
The upward cut, it's very deceptive. Yeah, that's it.
That went a lot better than expected.
Yeah. I thought he was going to hit you in the head when you tried that, but that was really well executed.
Okay. Now it's the losers bracket final between me and Carlos. I'm gonna be silent. Carlos on the left.
You know, the cool thing about this is either way, I'm going to fight somebody who I fought before, so it'll be a blast either way.
Fun fact, if Carlos loses this one, he's 3rd place.
Yeah, so he's going to be determined.
For sure. Never an easy fight.
Oh, okay. So you tend to like the matchup, and you thought because Zera always loses to Isabella that that was a better option. I see. I honestly think Zera would have been the better pick. But I guess it also depends on the player, too. Like, someone like Carlos might prefer Calc. But then again, in the chat, he was saying that Calc is not a good pick. He was pretty convinced of that, so we might see something different from him. Might see a Marie or something. I don't know. Or an Isabella. Or Marta, actually. Yeah. Yeah. He used Marta earlier, so I suppose that's not very surprising. I mean, Marta does have the longer blade, so if Venator ever gets careless, then it's definitely conceivable that Carlos can land a good hit. Gotta be careful to thrust out of range, though, because I think those give Venator an opportunity to close in. Yeah, that's a better way to do it. But Carlos, unfortunately, already too close. The longer blade is... Yeah. Anyway, the longer blade of Marta is a bit of a double-edged sword. I think it makes her stronger overall, but the problem with it is just that if Venator ever does close in, it can be a bit of a liability. But I'd say it's mostly an advantage, because now Carlos can dominate more space like that. High guard cut. It actually gets blocked. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's a shame. I know how that feels though, Zero, like just picking a character thinking it's better. I was thinking a similar thing with Isabella when I was fighting Warden, right? Because usually my Isabella does fine against him, but lately I guess I've just been practicing Alexander so much that there's no point. I'm just faster with him objectively, like regardless of the relative speed. I know Alexander inside and out in a way that I don't Isabella anymore, so... So Venator has a slight lead. They've actually been pretty evenly matched so far, though. I gotta give Carlos credit here for showing us that Marta can be used well. One of the few appearances of Rapier in this whole tournament. It's kind of an interesting thing. We've mostly seen long swords and sabers. Carlos poking and prodding here. He's not getting close enough to get a kill. Ooh, bunch of sidestep. He's really determined here, and he gets the rush kill actually. Marta's not really famed for her ability to do that, but if you underestimate it, you can still get poked surprisingly easily. And that long blade again probably really helps to make that attack viable, potentially. Venator in the bind there gets a thrust, and Carlos could not do much about it. Carlos rushing in. Again, that long blade, a bit of a liability, I would say. He was too close. But it's helped him a lot in this matchup, so I think he'd rather have it than to not have it. Especially if those retreating thrusts there, like Venator has to be very careful with those. And the cuts become more viable too when the blade's longer. Unfortunately, it's laggy on my end, so I cannot see what's happening. Somebody died. I believe it was Carlos. Yes, okay. Venator gets it. But Carlos scored 4, so that's not too bad at all. Yeah, Carlos needs to get that second wind. I know he's got it in him, but what's he gonna pick? Okay, he goes with Marta by the... Oh no, he's still... Okay, he goes with it, yeah. He was thinking a little bit by the look of it. Oh, unfortunately, again, that long blade doesn't help you so much when you're that close. But that was a very good rush attack. Capturing the Venator's blade a little bit, too. I think Venator essentially just had to beat that down if he wanted to stay safe from that, or Long Guard maybe. It's hard to say. Sometimes Long Guard doesn't work if you're past the tip already. That is intended, of course. Venator with a slight lead here in this round. But Carlos needs to dominate this round to win. That's the only way. Unfortunately, that cut just gave Venator an opportunity to shoot in. I see what he was going for, though. If that hit the head, that would have certainly killed, I think. Marco's cuts are a bit more dangerous than people sometimes give them credit for. Oh, unfortunately, yeah. A Marta moment there.
Third place. Unfortunately.
We predicted the future.
Good fight. And we are again in the final map. Alright, gonna take a 5 minutes break and then we're going to
Yeah, it sounds good.
go ahead for the finals, yeah? Let me put it
Yeah.
here. second week in a row. We're in the final. This time it's you who has the advantage. I think this is our third final in the in a very recent period. So yeah, good luck, man.
Yeah, you too. Always really fun.
Yeah, definitely. All right, you take the left. Damn, look at my face. Damn. Nice comeback.
Thanks. Oh no.
Nice.
Nice one.
Damn, very close fights. 7-6. Ooh. Let's um let's see who gets the side. We're gonna do the heads thing. Heads and tails thing. Alright. Heads or tails?
Tails.
It's heads. I'm gonna take left.
All right.
Alright, we're oh, I didn't even switch names. Got a mountain to climb. Gotta win this and another one. A lot of please don't come back.
Oh no. Yeah.
I need 2 minutes to breathe after these fights.
Okay. Yeah, these are really intense.
Alright, so I win this one 2-1. And now we do it again. Challenge says I'm left again. 2 minutes, please.
No problem.
Anyway, this tournament has been so damn tough. Whoever wins this one is a true champ.
Yeah, no doubt.
Alright, ready to go?
Yep.
Let's go.
Okay. Nice.
Nice. All right. Switch. What a mountain to climb. So if I win this one, I win. If I lose, we go into a tiebreak. Nice.
Oh no. Good fight.
Good fight, man. Amazing. You're an amazing opponent, man. It's always great to share this arena with you.
Thank you.
You adjusted to me. I adjusted to you,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
we had amazing fights this tournament. But again, you got to the final again, so you're an amazing champion, man. Thank you very much for competing. This has been an
No
amazing,
problem.
amazing tournament and really extremely stressful as well. So, yeah, thank you very much again, everybody. Great tournament. I'm glad I came back from hell to win this against a lot of killers and another title. Vineyard Boomy. All right. Okay. I think that's it. Congratulations, everyone, for great performances. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you, Subotai, for helping me with commentary, man. Really
No
appreciate
problem.
it. All right. See you on the next one.